He came to St. Martin's from Holy Cross, where he served as an assistant coach. Starting in 2000, he's a graduate of Brother Martin. The Saints will face longtime rival Country Day Friday at 4 p.m. at Wenzel Field in Metairie. Please give a warm Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club welcome to Coach Scott Simpson of St. Martin's Episcopal. Scott.
Thank you, Kenny. I'd like to express my appreciation to the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation Quarterback Club for allowing me to come here today and speak a little bit about St. Martin's and St. Martin's football. It's also an honor to be up here on stage with all these fine gentlemen and great coaches. We're in year 2 of our process at St. Martin's, and it's really important to myself and to our team that we start to make things happen moving forward in our process. Far from where we started when I first stepped on campus a year ago, went to a first team meeting, and coming from a school where we had 100 plus kids on the team, I walk into a team meeting, we have 21 kids, and I asked, where's the rest of the team? And they were like, this is it, coach. So, obviously you have to take a step back and see where you are. And right now, like I said, after doing that, I had a good group of seniors last year who were very interested in being successful and helping lay a foundation to be successful in the future. Also looking for some stability. I was the 3rd head coach that those seniors had since they had been in high school. And that was real important to me and to the school, was to give these kids some stability and give them a chance to have some success. We had no JV program, no junior high program. And the kids, they kept working hard, showing up every day with a no-quit attitude, and they really, like I said, they really wanted to make some things happen. This year, our numbers are up. We actually have 35 kids on our varsity team. We're playing some JV games. We have a 22-member middle school team made up of 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that are playing a 5 to 6 game season for the first time in, I would say, I think it's 4 years since we've had a middle school team. So, we are proud about that fact that we are growing from the bottom up and teaching these kids how to play football and the importance of football. This season, going into week 4, as Kenny just mentioned, we have a big game against Country Day. Presently, we are 0-3. We've played up in every game that we've played this year, and the big thing that I'm really impressed with my team is the fact that every game we've played, we've given ourselves a chance to win. And, I tell them all the time, I really like the team and the chemistry and the makeup that we have. We lose week 1 to Thomas Jefferson, 27-24, and we actually have a chance on the last drive of the game to win the game. Week 2, we lose 13-10 to Fisher, same outcome. We miss a 47-yard field goal off the uprights to send the game to overtime. And then Friday night, we lost a hard-fought game to Hannon, 40-20. But the kids they're playing hard, and very impressed at the attitude that a lot of them have. They're not really worrying about the wins and losses right now, which is important, but the whole group that we have, especially the seniors, we have 9 seniors this year, and that's the strength of our team, I think, because they've shown up from day 1, and they've kind of led the team through our off-season and our summer strength and conditioning program, and they've taken a real big leadership role, and they've done everything that I've asked them to do. So, we look forward to Friday. Again, we're playing up against a very good Country Day team. And, I expect my team that, we'll show up at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon I expect the same attitude we've been given all year, which is, give everything they got, and we'll see what happens when the clock says 0 at the end. But they're always prepared to play 48 minutes or whatever, however long they have to go to play that game. Like I said, this team we have 9 seniors. Offensively, we're led by our quarterback as a junior named Brett Pfefferly. He's done a real good job for us this year. Played in 5 games for us last year. Kind of had some injuries last year, and which was kind of the theme of our year last year. We lost 8 players before we got to our second game. So we had to play a lot of guys that were young who probably shouldn't have been playing. But what it did this year really set us up because we have a lot of experience coming back in pretty much every position. We're also led on offense by a junior wide receiver, John Hurley. Both Brett and John are in the top 10 in the state in passing yards and receiving yards. Defensively, I like to refer to them as they're small, but they're very scrappy, and they have a hard-nosed attitude where they don't like to get pushed around. They're going to give you everything they have. They may be outmanned at times, but they're doing everything they can, and they're keeping us in games and giving us a chance to win, and that's all you can ask for as a head coach. But the big thing this year is, the attitude of our team has changed. They're not so much looking at the season as a competition, but they know that they can compete in our district. And I think the pre-district schedule that we have, although demanding, is going to get us ready for our district schedule. And our kids they're looking more to just competing in district. They're actually looking at, they have a shot at winning the district and making a return to the playoffs. So as a coach, you have to really be excited about that. Also as a coach, one of the good things is always having an administration and an athletic director that really support what you're doing, and they're very supportive of our process and what we're doing. Sue Bauer, she's here with me today. She's my new AD. Like I said, great to work for. Gives a lot of support, and she really understands where we're trying to get with our program at St. Martin's. And she's also given me the opportunity to hire some good coaches and to work with our kids. And without my assistant coaches, wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. It makes the job a lot easier. We have some good, like I said, good coaches. My defensive coaches are Tim Kettering, Mike Hoovey. They kind of, again, we're both ways. So we have the defensive coaches who coach, but they're also coaching offense for us. And they do a good job on both sides of the ball. I also have Sean Gallagher, who handles my offensive line and defensive line. Kit Laird, he works with our offense and defensive line, as well as our middle school program. Mike Odom, he helps us on varsity on Friday nights and works with our middle school program. And just recently we hired a past player at St. Martin's who was a walk-on quarterback at Tulane by the name of Desmond McGovern. Desmond's now working with us, and he handles our quarterbacks, and he's done a tremendous job with Brett, and I'm really excited about that possibility. But again, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming, and thank the Quarterback Club for having me today.
Any questions at all? Questions, anyone? Raise your hand.
What grade was that kicker? He missed 47 yards.
Kicker's a senior. Yeah. And he's a soccer player who's improved quite a bit from last year.
Any others?
Okay, thank you.